All right, so I'm going to show you some really simple stretches to help with your flexion position and your extension position of the wrists. So a lot of times what happens is your muscles, your extensor muscles back here, your flexor muscles up here of the forearm get extremely tight, and that can cause a lot of pressure in the wrist. It can cause a lot of pressure up into the elbow as well, and it can make this movement here very limited. So you should be able to get your wrist with a stretch to at least 90 degrees there, and normally 90 degrees, or some people can get 90 degrees past going down like that. So the simplest stretch for both of these positions to start out, first of all, you want to think about straightening this arm as hard as you can. So you want to lock the elbow out, and then you're going to just grab the hand and gently pull back, making sure that you keep this arm really, really straight. So you straighten that elbow out and pull the hand back. Now it's important that you don't just pull on the fingers here. I want to make sure that you're actually pulling your wrist back. So I don't want just finger flexibility. I want to make sure that you're getting your wrist. So grab a little bit lower and pull back this way, making sure you keep your arm nice and straight. Now I want you to do that, hold that for about 30 seconds, okay? So you'll hold that for 30 seconds, and then you'll just flip to the opposite. Same thing, don't just grab the fingers and curl under. Think about grabbing the whole hand and pulling down, making sure that you keep this arm really straight as you pull down. You hold that for about 30 seconds. Now, if that feels really tight and it feels like you're getting a really good stretch there, that's all you have to start with. 30 seconds in this position, 30 seconds in this position, and then what I want you to do is just actively move the wrist back and forth, and I want you to do at least 20 reps of that, maybe more, maybe 2 sets of 20 reps, okay? So 30 seconds here, 30 seconds here, repeat that 3 times, 2 sets of 20, moving that wrist back and forth. Now you can do this on both sides, but it's important that you do it on the side that's causing you pain. Now, if this is not enough of a stretch for you, you don't feel like you're actually getting a stretch out of these positions, this is what you do. So you're gonna wanna find a table or a bench or something like that that you can get your hands flat on. From there, what you're gonna do, you have your hands flat, you're gonna straighten your arms out again and then lean over the arm, okay? So you're gonna lean out over the hand, that's gonna cause that stretch to happen. Same thing, you can do 30 seconds, both positions. You could flip the hands over. Now this is a pretty intense stretch for me. That alone is pretty intense right there. Holding for about 30 seconds. And then if you wanna make it more intense, you face the fingers towards you like that. Now that's the most intense stretch. Probably only gonna happen after a couple weeks of doing these stretches. If you're having pain, you might get to that point at some point. But start with a nice simple extension stretch and flexion stretch, just pushing down and then moving that wrist back and forth. That's gonna help loosen up these muscles in your forearm and hopefully get that pain in your wrist to go away.